And there's a lot of people have been asking you know, what people think of certain bikes and so on at the moment, because there's some good deals on. So I thought now might be a good time to do a 3-year 3,000 mile ish review on the Cube Stereo, because I've had it 3 years this month, and let you know what I think of it. It might give you an idea of whether you think you should buy one. Obviously this is a 3-year-old model now, but it's still the same bike in principle. Okay, so some of you'll remember I brought this 3 years ago now, November 2020. It was at the time a stock Cube Stereo 140 HPC race. There you go, look. Just to prove it. Brought it blind, never rode it before, and during lockdown, or the end of lockdown-ish, so there wasn't much you could do in terms of riding it. So 3,000 miles in. It's had a new motor. It had a new motor at 2,100 miles, and that was turned around within a week by the local bike shop and Bosch, so very pleased with that. Been through various different tyres. To be honest, they don't make a massive difference. The biggest thing is getting a decent casing. Been very happy with these Goodyear Newtons. They've been on there now for pretty much a year and done about 1,000 miles, and they're still grippy and work really well, and I've had no real issues with them. Bike itself, no issues with the battery, still getting great range off it, although I keep it in the house and charge it off the bike. It's got the RockShox Deluxe Select shock, and again that holds pressure well. Don't have to do much with it, just check it occasionally, but it's usually okay. The RockShox Silver Forks, which everybody moans about, and I've had no issues whatsoever with them. They perform nice, handles well, done the job nicely. And the only real thing apart from the motor that's broke on the bike was about a month ago when the saddle broke. So I've now just changed the saddle to an Ergon, what's it, Ergon SME, so it's e-bike specific, and I got my sit bone measured, which I've never had done before when I brought that, and boy am I pleased I did that. It's the most comfortable. It's like riding your bike in an armchair. I so wish I'd done this years ago. So that's one worth thinking about. But so for the money, I paid full price for this when I brought the bike. It's been fantastic. I've had so much fun on it. It's been worth every penny. I think you can pretty much buy this model cheaper than I brought it now, with some of the special offers on the latest one, the 750 battery. But I mean, I've done 60k rides, 40 milers on this cross country with no real effort, and still had a bit of battery left. I've done loads of trail centres. I've been up in the mountains on it, ridden it on the road, and it's a bit overbiked when you're riding on country lanes and that, but it still does the job. Mudguards wise, I put mud huggers on the rear, and it's got a Cud XL on the front, which works for me. I like the Cud catch at the front because it comes off easy, but I think the new mud hugger does that as well. It's just handy when you're putting it in the back of the car. It is a heavy bike, but then e-bikes are heavy. The other things I've changed, I've got death grips on the handlebars, which are quite nice and comfy. I like those. The one thing I really wish I had done, probably, because if you look at the frame now, it's a little bit battle scarred in places, and I think probably framing it would have been the preferred option, although I'll be honest, I'd not heard about frame when I brought this. I wish I had done, because it would have been a good investment. But that said, the bike's alright, still rides fine. Carbon frames, but I had no issues with it. Paintwork was a bit iffy in places, I've got to say, from the factory. I don't know whether you can catch it on the camera there, but if you look at the front there, you can see it's a bit dimply and so on, which and there was a few places where it seemed to have been touched up on the paintwork, but like I say, at the time I was buying it, it was a case of get what you can. yeah, so that's the bike then, folks. I've certainly enjoyed riding it. Let us know what you think about the Cube if you've got one. Have you enjoyed riding it? Have you had any issues? Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, it's been useful to you, and you know, consider subscribing to the channel. It all helps. And I'm going to go and get on the bike now and ride it while the sun's out. I don't think we're going to have much more sun this autumn. I think it's going to be cold and wet this winter, but it's not going to stop me riding the bike. See you later, guys. Bye now.